What's up, everyone? I'm Joe. Appreciate you stopping by the channel. Hope you're all doing well. Been a little while since I've done a shaving video here. We're going to be rolling with Arctic Blast. Now, this is not a brand new one for us. I just re-released it. We've been doing this one for about 3 years now. This is the third year that I've been doing it. And every year I kind of push it a little bit more with the menthol. And with this new base, I can add more menthol. This new base will hold more menthol. So this version does have more menthol and a little bit more peppermint essential oil than the previous two versions. That's all that's in this. This is not scented with anything other than peppermint essential oil and the menthol. I do have a matching splash. That has also been bumped up a little bit with the menthol and the peppermint essential oil. The razor we're going to be going with, I wanted to stick with that kind of icy blue theme, so we're going with my Razo Hawk, and I have a Schick P30 blade in there. I already have some soap loaded up in my Rodak ceramic bowl. This is one of his originals. This is a smaller one. I think I've talked about that before. His newer bowls are a little bit bigger. And for the brush, where'd it go? Here it is. We're going Lathered Yeti Ice Queen. Check that out. I don't think I've done this one on camera. I've done a couple posts with it, but you really can't see those colors in the post. I mean, look at that. That is outstanding. All right, I'm going to build a lather. And I'm going to throw a little video in here while I'm building a lather. I'm going to put some, oh, I forgot to show you that. I'm going to put some menthol pre-shave soap on. I'm going to build a lather. And while I'm doing that, watch this video. This is some footage that I shot yesterday when I was out mountain biking at Killington. I took some plain footage on the chairlift. And then when I got to the top of the chairlift, I got off my bike, took a picture of the view from the top of the chairlift at Ram's Head Mountain. So hope you like it. To come back, we'll get to the shave, talk about what's going on.
You see, the more at peace you become, the less you tolerate chaos. You stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. You stop showing up in places that disturb your calm. You start choosing silence over proving your point, distance over forced connection. It's not arrogance, it's alignment. Your energy becomes sacred territory, and not everyone is meant to cross it. Protecting your peace isn't about shutting the world out. It's about keeping your inner world clear enough to hear your own soul.
All right, what'd you think of that little video? So I've been seeing that a lot on Instagram. Quotes from Alan Watts. And that one, people usually put it to like a field, a little video of a field or a picture of a field or something peaceful and quiet. And I thought, I want to figure out how can I put that quote with the captions in something that kind of resonates with me more, and that is being out there on the mountain and being on the chairlift. The chairlift ride to me is obscenely peaceful. I'll be out there on the chairlift and I'm just looking at what's going on, man. I'm just looking at the trees, the ground, the sky, all of it, just kind of all chill. And I'm kind of I'm more of an introvert than anything else. So being out there by myself and just being alone and doing my thing and just enjoying where I am, that whole quote kind of resonated with me. So I wanted to figure out a way to put that into something more personal for what I'm doing. Now I am going to try and do the same thing in the winter. When I go skiing, I'm going to take some video and try and do the same thing with the quote and the captions and see how that works out. But that's what it's about for me when I'm out there. I'm not I don't go out with a group. I don't mountain bike with a group anymore, and the guys that I used to mountain bike with stopped mountain biking years ago. And I just kind of like doing my own thing. And that's one reason why I do a lot of that during the week. You know, when I go mountain biking or skiing, it's during the week because it's not crowded. The only other people I like to go skiing with are my daughter. My daughter and her boyfriend. Other than that, you know, it's just me. When I mountain bike, it's just me. So I thought I'd throw that in there, and I thought it'd be fun. Got a bunch of soap making to do today. It's been busy for us. I have to make a third round of glacialis. So I'm down to the last, I think the last soap, and a few splashes from the from the second run. And I have to make, this will be a third run of Draconis Bellator. I did 2 already. Shipping the last 2 out today. So I got to get rolling on some more of that. I have splashes and EDPs, but the soaps went. A lot of people bought multiple soaps this time. They would buy 1 splash and 2 soaps, or just buy 2 soaps. So I'm glad everyone enjoyed that one. I want to thank everyone for your support on that. The final Draconis. I think I'm going out with a bang on that one. I've been wanting to incorporate blood orange into one of those more masculine cologne fragrances that I like to put together. And I think I got it on that one. I think I used it nicely in that one. Yeah, I'm not even going to rinse that off. I'm just going to go second pass right over this. I like this brush. I love how this brush sits in the hand. That's perfect. Chris is cranking out some super nice brushes. I watch his lives. I don't usually see the whole thing, but I like to try and watch at least getting one brush turned. It's really cool how he's doing that. Really fun to watch. Comes up with some great ideas. Great designs. The second pass is where you really get, whatever soap you're using, you get the second pass, you get that. That's when you really get that menthol hit. What else we got going on? Kind of freed up now for events. We're not going to be doing anything else until October. Spending a lot more time with family and a lot more time out there doing the things I love to do, like mountain biking. we have a wholesaling opportunity. It's presented itself to us. We haven't wholesaled in 3 years. I talked about it before. I'm not going to get into it again today here. But wholesaling, the last time we wholesaled, we were in several different shops, and it didn't really go well for us. So we have another wholesale opportunity, and we're going to have to give that some thought. After the nonsense we went through last time, and after talking to Brad Maggard at the Maggard meetup back in 24 when I went, and we had a lengthy conversation during the after party about wholesaling and the situation, and the pros and cons of wholesaling. And after I got done with this conversation, I kind of realized that we had probably made the right decision at that time to stay, I guess you could say, independent, I guess. We're not hooked up with any shops. But it's been working for us. I think one of the issues you run into is if you're someone like us or Elysian or any other shop, you have a little bit of your packaging is very unique to you, to your brand. And another shop just isn't going to put that attention that you put in your own product. But I completely understand that. I never faulted them for that. But if you're going to pay the same price for a soap from us as from another shop, I think it's nice to get that attention to detail, that the buying direct from the artisan, you get that detail. Shops, and I understand, shops, they're getting hundreds of orders a day, and they have to package and ship and get them out. They're not going to take the time to take each individual order and package it the way that we package ours, or the way that Elysian packages theirs. I mean, it would just take too long. And I completely get the benefits of wholesaling. Absolutely understand it. We saw those benefits when we were wholesaling, but I think the negative that we dealt with far outweighed that positive. The negative experience we had far outweighed the positive, and the benefits of wholesaling for us. But this new opportunity, I don't know. We'll see. I want to do a third just because I want the menthol. I only got to do a little cleanup, but I want to get rocking and rolling here. This one is just super refreshing. Black Diamond is too, with that pine in there, but this is just straight menthol and peppermint. So this is probably the same menthol level as Ice Queen, maybe, I think. I didn't go nuts with Ice Queen. I'm just going to let this menthol just hang out here a little bit. Y'all saw Barry's announcement that he was backing away from content creating. That was a surprise. I didn't see that coming. I am curious who he's going to be turning over Blizzard battles to, though. Like you said in the video. That would be interesting to see where that goes. Let's see what else we got going on. Starting to move on the fall stuff. I have the fall bath soaps made. I'm going to be moving on the fall shave soaps and aftershave soon. Witchcraft and Autumn Woods will be first, and then it'll be Witchcraft. Witchcraft's getting a little bit of a makeover. I am going to tweak that fragrance a little bit, and it's going to get a new label. Not going to the black, and I did the black labels a couple times. I'm not going to do those. Sticking with our normal white ones. Or the black lids, I should say. Not the black labels, the black lids. Sticking with the white lids. Looking at some different packaging options for next year, for 2027. Some different shave soap jars and aftershave bottles. Purely a price thing. Prices are going up. Shipping is going way up. So I'm gonna look at some options. I found some nice options. Not nicer in the shave jar, I think. Some nice options that will allow me to keep the price where it is, but I can give you more aftershave product because the jars, the bottles hold a little bit more, just, you know, a little bit more. But because the bottles are made here, I'm not having to pay a ridiculous amount for shipping. Or any other nonsense going on. I don't have to pay for any of that. So we'll see. Let me try and get some samples in and see how it works, because it will require a different, it might require, the shave jars might require different side label. I'm not sure. It might not. I might be fine. But I might change that too anyway, just for the heck of it. All right, I think we are even between my hair and keeping this goatee straight. I think I spend more time getting ready for stuff than I ever have. It's crazy. All right, rinse off, come back, aftershave, and a recap. All right, we're back. Rinsed off. Let's get a little aftershave going here. This is where you get the menthol hit. Oh, yep. Oh, I'll take your breath away a little bit with that peppermint essential oil in there. Wow. Whew. That'll get it going. Much more potent in the aftershave than in the soap. That's just naturally how it is with the with how you use the way you can use the essential oils and stuff. When you put together a fragrance, typically you can go a little bit higher in the aftershave. So I did that with this one. All right, recap. Where's the soap? There we go. Arctic Blast. Matching splash. Crazy refreshing. I got my Rodak ceramic bowl. Whole lot of lather left in there still. Razor Rock Hawk with the Schick P30 blade, and clean this off so you can see this a little bit better. My lathered Yeti Ice Queen. That is so cool. All right, guys, that'll do it. Have a great weekend, and I will catch you next time. Take care.